Welcome friends. Today I am myself Jignesh Darji, and today we are going to create one ASP.NET MVC application to display the hello message on the web. So here we are creating one sample ASP.NET MVC project along with some text message on the web. First you need to create one new project by clicking on the new project link appear in this particular startup page. Then we need to select one template. Here we are selecting the web template, and from the web template we need to select which web template we want to implement in this particular application. There is a two type of web template: ASP.NET Core Web Applications and ASP.NET Web Application along with the .NET Framework. We need to select here ASP.NET Web Application .NET Framework and clicking the OK. By clicking the OK here we are the new application is created, and in the next wizard we need to select the MVC as a structures, means as we can say it is as a framework, and authentication method as a no authentication, because here we don't want to create any authentication for the users. We have to simple text message. We need to display simple text message on the web. So here I am selecting the no authentication method, and you can also change the authentication by just selecting the individual authentications, so work or school authentications, and window authentications. Right here I am selecting on no authentications, and after that I place on the OK button. So here it is creating one web applications, and along with all the template that require for the creating the ASP.NET MVC structure. So before it is going to create, I am talking about the what is the MVC. MVC is one type of model view and controller collections. It is a combination of a model view and controller. First thing is what is the model. Model is a simple, we can say in the C#, it is a one type of class along with the properties. So it is used to transfer the data between the controllers and view, and also controller to controller. So it is just storing of the data. Next thing is a view. What is the view? View is a simple HTML which is used to represent our data or our web pages. And the last one is a controller. What is the controller? Controller is a we can say it is our uh, main basic logic in which we are declaring the action method, and using the action method we can call particular view. So it is a one type of main basic class from where we can call the models, from where we can call the view, from where we can call our business logic. So it is a one type of collection of all those things in the controller. So controller is the main things from where we can call our business logic, from where we can call our views, from where we can use our model and all. So it is a sample MVC structures, and here we are creating one sample MVC framework applications using the some text message only. So in this application we are creating one sample home controller, and in that home control we are declaring some action methods, and along with the action method we are creating one sample views, and in that way we are selecting we are displaying some text message over there, and after that we are executing that particular application and running the browser, and we are displaying our text message in the browser. So it is a very simple and basic application. It is required to start one basic MVC application in the .NET using ASP.NET MVC structure. So it is here we are creating one web applications, and it is taking some time, because it is in my PC there is a two type of application currently running, like a video recording and this Visual Studio 2017. So it takes some times to load and all those. In the footer bar you can check there is some predefined NuGet packages and JavaScript, Bootstrap and all are loading in this particular project. So it takes some times to load or the internet from the internet to your the local source explorer, or we can say in the source project. So it's almost done, and one web applications is creating over here, and we can now we can check the what is the structure of MVC in the solution explorer. So now I am going to the solution explorer and checking the MVC structure. What is the MVC structures over there? So I'm clicking the solution explorer from the right hand side. And you can show there is a controller folders, models folders, views folder, and other folders are there. So all the controllers store in the controller folder, view in the model in the model folder, and view in the view folder. There is also a app underscore start folder that contains the root config, bundle config, and filter config. So here I'm giving just a simple information about the root config and bundle config. Let me start with the root config. I'm selecting the root config.cs over here. So let's we check what is inside. So in the root config there is a default root, means if we are not declaring any path for how to call the controller and its action method, so default controllers is called. So default, what is the default controller in the website this application? The default controller name is a home controller. And what is the default action method? Action method is the index method. And parameters are IDs, is IDs, and it is optional. And now going with the bundle config. In the bundle config there is a different type of means, for example, it is used to bundle some JavaScript, some scripting file over here, and we can use this bundle in our the web pages where we are loading the JavaScript and styles it. So here we are we can say that there is a first bundle is a jQuery bundle, second one is the jQuery validation bundle, the third one is the modernizer bundle, and it contained its JavaScript file, and the fourth one is the bootstrap. Bootstrap is contained also it's a bootstrap JS, and the last but not least it is a CSS bundle. First four are the scripting bundle, and the last one is the styles bundle. So in this styles bundle we are declaring some CSS from the CSS file. So here I am declaring here the web application declaring the bootstrap.css and site.css. Bootstrap is the inbuilt functionality provided by the bootstrap, and style.css is our custom CSS. We can declare our the custom style over there. So it is some predefined structure provided by the sample MVC project, so we do not worry about the JavaScript and the CSS for to create the sample applications for that, right? And after that we are going for the controllers and view models and view how it is declaring and where it is storing and how we can call the view from the controller. Okay, so it is a sample bundles, and now we are going to our controllers. And before the controller I'm checking the content part. Content part contained all the scripting and all style sheet files. Okay, now I'm going to the controller part. Yeah, in the controller there is only one controller, that is called home controller. So in the home controller we can check that there is three methods. This method is called the action method. It is the index methods, about methods, and context method. And return type of that methods are the action results. Action result is contain one type of return type to return the views, string, JSONs, empty, and all those partial views and all those. So in the index method we are returning one view. Here we are not declaring the any view name, so it is a return the view like a index. Let's right click on that particular action method and clicking on the go to view. If you want to create new, then click on the add view. Here it is already created, so I am going with the go to view by clicking on the go to view. This is the context menu when I am clicking on the index methods. Now I am clicking on the go to view. It is going to the particular view. It is called as a index.cshtml, right, and it is storing under the view. In this particular view we can check that it is a pure HTML file. We can declare using the bootstrap CSS and its class, and it is a sample automatically created by the ASP.NET MVC MVC project. Now I'm going to the about and go to the view, that particular about view. It is the name is about.css CSHTML. Now I'm going to the contact and go for the contact view. It is called as a contact.chhtml, and all those view are located in that particular home folder inside the view folder. We can check and all this particular view are contained in that particular home view. So it is there is a about, contact and index view is automatically created in the home view. And there is a also view starter.cshtml view. It is a one type of, we can say it is a some layout, means a global layout for each and every view. We do not worry to declare the layout for each and every view. So here we are declaring the global view inside the view state.cshtml file. It is storing in the inside the shared folder. So it is some kind of a master, we can say master layout. Now I'm going to that particular layout, how it is located, where it is located, and how it is displaying. So it is located in the shared folder, and I'm going to a particular layout or ch file. Here we can check that is inside that layout underscore chtml. It is a pure one, we can say HTML page along with some Razor framework and its syntax. So it contains header part, body part, footer part, and also there is a render body. So in this, for example, we can check index.chtml is not containing any header part, not containing any body part, not containing any footer part. It is coming from the layout part, layout.chtml. It is a one type of a global layout that is provided to each and every view inside that particular view folder, right? So in the header part we are declaring the style. We are using the that particular bundle inside the header part, that is the style bundle, that is the script bundle inside the header part. And in the body part we are declaring some menu over there. So it is a use like some master detail page, right? So it is a one type of master page, and inside the master page we are declaring the render body. The render body section is replaced with the child layout. So what is in the child layout? Like for example, we are taking the example of index.chtml. So that page does not contain any the header part, any no have any body part, no any menu script over there. So what happened at the runtime, this master layout apply in that particular index.chtml, and it's a combined code from the both, and generate once enter the HTML page, right, during the runtime. So we can say it is a one type of content placeholder, that is a render body. Inside that particular content placeholder we the application replaced with the views that inherit that this particular layout, right? And the border side we also declaring some scripting file over there, right? Why we are declaring the scripting or js file inside at the bottom? Because it does not load text, we can say it to reduce the page loading time, right? So for example, we are taking the consider the render body part, and for example render body is declaring over in the layout file, right? And the layout form is declared in the view state file. So here what the scenario is like that this particular layout is applied for each and every view inside the view folder, right, at the runtime. Now I'm going to the controller part, and the controller part, in the controller part there is a index, about, and a contact view, and it is we are creating one breakpoint over here and run that application to check that how application is behavior and when the index action method is called, right? So I am just running this particular web applications, and we are putting the debugging point or the inside the index action method, right? We know we are already declaring the some default layout inside the root config. So when application is first started, it is automatically going to the home controller, and inside the home controller we are declaring default action method as the index method. So it is going to the inside the index action methods. So application is near about loading the page. It maybe it takes some time, the very first time, because it is creating the DLL for that particular application, and also it takes some time while it is loading in the browser. Here we can check that it is automatically creating one local host server, and along with the different port number, that is a 52720. If you are aware about the ASP.NET web page application, then it is easy for you to understand the ASP.NET structures and how it is called from one things to another. So it is still loading, taking some time. When it is loaded, it is first going to the home controller, and home inside the home controller is going to the index method, as we are declaring this as a default method, and inside the index method we are returning the view. Here we are not specifying any name, so it is automatically going to the index.ch HTML file, and it is rendered to the in the browser. So we are pressing the F10, and it is written the view, that is the index.ch HTML file, and again press the F5, so it is automatically loaded in the browser, that it is index.ch HTML file. Yeah, it is almost loaded. Yeah, here we can check that application name, home, about, contacts, and all these elements are automatically created along with the style sheet. So this is the default style sheet, like here it is application names, after that there is a home menu, after that about and contact. So it is a one type of a default css provided by the Bootstrap. So when we are creating the template, it is automatically create the this particular layout. Here I check the different menus along with the path. Here you can check there is a home and contact, so it is calling from the home controller, and inside the home controller it is calling from the control action methods, right? So it is coming from that particular control. For example, here there is inside the home controller, it is automatically create the one action method called the contact, and it is a written one views, right? That is a contact.cs html, and when I am running using the path like a home/contact, it is automatically running this particular contact.cs html file, right? So it is some basic call how ASP.NET call to different layout and all those. Right now our task is I'm creating going to the home and creating one text. I'm replacing each and every text on the home means index.ch html file with the sample message. For example, I am writing here hello ASP.NET MVC, right, and removing each and every other elements, because I have not required that one, so I am removing this part and also this row, right? So this is a simple page that is print the hello ASP.NET MVC while I am running the application very first time, or we can say when it is called the default action methods and controllers, right? So I'm going to the browser again, and again run the same for example localhost colon 52720. It is automatically called the home, go to the home controller, and inside the home controller it is going to the index action method, and inside the index it is called the index.chtml file, right? So I'm going to the browser, refreshing the browser, it is automatically loaded the hello.asp.net application, right? So this is our sample applications, and inside there is automatically footer is loaded. So these all are css and html provided by the Bootstrap, so you do not worry about that particular style sheet and all this. And it is also useful when we are creating some sample application and does not have a time to create the custom css style sheet, custom js and all those. So it is very useful for those who want to create the basic application using the default template provided by the Bootstrap. So thank you for watching this video. Keep sharing.